Mic check. We're good to go. Good evening, guys. It's Rolling Swarm, and we are here back for the Grand Finals World of Tanks Blitz EU Server Professionals Tournament 2019. Whew! Would you believe it? This is going to be an absolute... Wow, it's going to be a fantastic evening. We've got so many fantastic games lined up for you this evening. Let's just see... Okay, I'm going to make sure that I'm readied up. There we go, I'm ready. And I'm going to put my little camera there down in the battle corner just so there's nothing to forget. We're not muted, the camera's in the right place. We're ready, we are set to go. Good evening to you all wherever you're tuning in from. We have got so many fantastic battles for you this evening. Also, a big congratulations to the winner on the Asian server. Of course, they have played their games already. We already know who the winner of that is. I won't reveal who that is just yet, just in case some people, of course, are wanting to avoid spoilers. Like me, I hate it when people drop the ball early on, but we're here on the European server. That's who we're talking about this evening. Now, first of all, we are in what is technically lower bracket 2. It's the playoff to get the second slot on the Grand Finals. Raid, the current world champions, EU server champions, already in the Grand Final. They went straight through, clean sets. They beat Eros and they beat R2K in the previous best of 7s. Now the Grand Final is a best of 9. We've got another best of 7 yet to play, and that is, of course, R2K versus Eros. And that will be starting in just under 3 minutes time. Quick housekeeping though for you all. I'm very, very sorry still we don't have coins on the stream. This is obviously something that we haven't been able to resolve on any servers. So huge apologies for that. However, not all is not lost. Now, you might be watching this stream either on my YouTube channel, that's Rolling Swarm, that's where I do most of my live stream broadcasts from. Or you may be tuned in on Wargaming's World of Tanks Blitz official YouTube channel. I'm restreaming there a little bit now as well, as of late. Now, if you are... I'm going to be keeping my eyes on the live stream chat of my channel. However, if you're on my channel, I recommend that you also head on over to the official page. Wargaming are doing a giveaway in their live stream. Bless their little cotton socks, and it's a pretty good one as well. All you have to do to enter is enter your account name, and this is for all servers, so it's not just the European server. This is open to Europe, Asia, North America, Russian server regions. Enter your account name and in brackets the server that you play on into the live chat for a chance to win an A32, which is the tier 4 Russian medium, the Type 64 Chinese medium, I think, tier 6, or it's a medium or a TD, I'm not sure, or the Cromwell B, that's the real star of the show, the British tier 6 medium. There's 5 of each of those tanks up for grabs, so please do enter your name and server region there in the live chat on the World of Tanks Blitz official YouTube channel. They've got something like 56,000 subscribers. So make sure that if you should be on that channel and you should put your name in on the chat. I'll be keeping my eyes, as I said, on the live chat on my stream. Oof. Okay. Okay. I'm just looking at this now. I'm looking at the chat on my stream. We've got 28 seconds to go. And some people are saying that my mic is muted, and some people are saying that it's not. I think it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be needed. We're going in. Let's focus on the games at hand. We've had the overview. Now let's get stuck in. We're now on Vineyards. That should be absolutely phenomenal. And going in. Taking a little bit of time for me to warm up. Eros versus R2K. One for the history books. Eros have lost both fixtures versus R2K from the round robin. Can they reverse their fortunes coming into this one? And it is R2K blue team north spawn versus Eros red team south spawn. Eros with a nice little diverse lineup there. Good mix of tanks. R2K similar diversity, but of course R2K bringing the double 50Bs. And R2K blue team going heavy on the city. Nico could be in trouble here. He's about to get caught out. Oh, he is going to be rushed and deleted. Nicolade is a goner. He is not getting out of this one. And that is an early gun advantage for R2K. R2K carving the city deep into their territory. Eros, a gun down, potentially in trouble here. Zerd's taking a bit of damage. And Eros are technically ahead on hit points, even though they're a gun down. Zerd needs to stay safe. Karolet gets a big hit there into General. Romka's in a little bit of trouble. The push by R2K was brutally efficient, but they've been absolutely rinsed of hit points in the city. Great hustle by Eros. Eros are 2 guns down, but with a hit point lead of about 3k. And now Eros on the retaliation. Object 3's down, General's down, Zerd's down. It's a 5-on-4. Eros with a strong recovery. The 50Bs are both on the drum reload. Edgar, NG and Lars need to take down Edgar. This is, it's a 3-on-3. The 50Bs, the burst damage gave R2K a nice early advantage. NG gets a big hit into the 1-mo. Last is looking at the wrong target. Voopsy's in trouble. Now Last, he can finish off Deniak. NG can finish off the 1-mo. Oh, Last fluffs the shot. NG's not going to be able to connect. Oh no. Last missing some key shots. And now we've got NG. Oh, Eros threw away. Last threw away the advantage there. Now, can Edgar? A 1-shot. 140. Can he best what is ostensibly a 4-shot T110E3? I don't think he can. I think that's going to be a very tough order of business for Edgar GQ. Eros, wow, what a strange game. NG in the T110E3. He's Cap C. And now we're waiting for well, can Edgar GQ, what can he do? If he can get behind the T110E3, if he can track it, if he can deal with that tank, he might stand a chance. But he is a 1-shot, he's spotted. Ooh. Trying to pull the shot out. He's got the nice little camo there, one of the new ones. Across the table, of course, NG they're both unspotted. Edgar. Oh. Edgar is pushing. Will he have an assist? He's going to try and use speed. He's making the play. He gets the drive wheel. Crucial. He's taken NG down. No, he won't do it. Oh, Edgar GQ. Over gunning it. He had the perfect initial push in through the drive wheel. But of course the T110E3, following the buff to its traverse numbers, able to keep up with the tank there, and you can see the 50Bs and the 140, tons of damage on the table. Poor Nico early on just got absolutely deleted. RG is there in the chat, throwing everyone off the scent. Wow, what a game. Okay, these guys are going head-to-head, and they mean business. For those of you who are following the scene as closely as I am, you'll know there's a little bit of rivalry between these two clans. And this is a bit of a grudge match, if we can call it that. I think we can. So, that was a very brutal initial engagement. And neither team will be happy with that, or neither team should be happy with that initial engagement. There wasn't a tremendous, I mean, it looked good, but basically all R2K did was rush the city, and all Eros did was respond to a rush. We didn't get to see a lot of prowess there. We saw Lance's AFK from Eros miss a couple of crucial shots on the 50B. Of course, his teammate NG able to come through in the head-to-head versus Edgar GQ. Of course, Edgar being down to a one-shot in a very, very difficult position indeed. And he tried to play it as best he could, to be fair. But NG, T110 E3 driver, carrying Eros there in the late stages. We're going back into Vineyard, swapping the spawns, looking at the lineups. R2K with a double back chat strat, bringing the 113s and E5. They're quite mobile, also with a 268. Eros with a double 268, and it looks like they're bringing some 140s as well. We'll see that. Double 140s, double 268. Both teams with a nice core of heavies. R2K slightly heavier, but also with the light tank slightly more mobile. Eros kind of a more traditional team lineup. R2K, no party in general. The Batchat 25Ts, and these guys, Batchat mains. They've got the ranking camouflage that you get for being in the Diamond League with this tank as your most driven vehicle. Now Generals capping B at the same time, Last and NG capping A. You can see here NG in the Thunder camo. Nice move. And NG and Last, the 140s get A slightly before R2K get B. In the city, Eros committing a few more tanks, and Nico is going to be making potentially the push. Now Winch is taking a key role here. Let's get nice and 50-50 on this map. Hit points are pretty close. NG's taking a lot of damage though. He's got reduced effectiveness, shock bleeding some hit points, a bit more. Nico might make a push for C. Eros will need that C cap, but Zurge should be able to get the reset. Or Winch potentially. Nico's got a nice position here. No one's coming in from the side. Edgar and the 1-mo. And Eros with C. That's very important. That is very, very important indeed for Eros. Now, they've got 2 tanks with reduced, 3 tanks with damage taken, but they've got the cap now. They can fall into defensive positions, but I'm worried maybe Eros don't have good enough eyesight over A. Of course, NG and Romka are there. The 140-113 might be able to protect A. Can General get in unspotted? I think he can. Now he should be using the soft cover. He spotted up NG. Oh, he's still unspotted. Misses. Well, Romka and NG not connecting. Eros are trading very poorly here. They're now about 2,000 hit points behind. They're going to struggle in the later phases if they keep trading like this. R2K will probably be quite happy with this situation at the moment. They might not know the exact hit point score, but they will probably feel that they're in a good situation. General's capping A safely. R2K will now have the situational advantage overall. Their cap pressure will tick over it before the game clock concludes. Ooh, Winch in trouble, takes a big hit from Vupsi, looking to return fire, should be able to connect one. Karolek looking for the kill, gets himself taken down, but Nico comes in. Nico stealing the kill. Eros, oh dear. Romka's made a push for A, but this could potentially be an error. Double taps. twice and deleted. R2K General and no potty with a quick response. We've lost Karolek, we've lost Edgar. And I think R2K have this one in the bag. They've got a strong... They've got a, well... Zerd's down. We've lost NG. No, I think R2K have this one. They've got the caps, they've got the guns, they've got some healthy tanks. Shock's down to a one-shot. He's really not effective. Big connection, though, into the 1-mo. Nico has to do something pretty spectacular here, but the 1-mo in that T110E5, he's in a strong position, and R2K pipping Eros on the second map. Very cautious gameplay by both teams. Counter pushes to the outside caps. The 268s from Eros, absolutely key, but they're spotting tanks. The 140s, the IS-4, the 113s, 113 IS-4, sorry, bleeding too many hit points early on, and giving R2K a little bit of an edge to play a bit more aggressively with. And that may have been their undoing. Of course, R2K using the bat chats very effectively there to get the defense in on the second cap that they picked up on the open field. Now we're going on to Alpenstadt. Let's see if we don't have a briefing. Just kicking around. We do indeed. We've got 1 minute to go. Let's let those guys ready up their rosters. Having a look now at Alpenstadt. And let's just actually do a little bit of DJ work in the meantime. There we go. So Alpenstadt, a very interesting map for Clan Wars, shall we say. There we go. DJing done. Focusing on the game. 30 seconds to go. Alpenstadt, we're seeing teams favoring the BC area. Counter to random gameplay favors A. It's the CE area. This whole area is such a great brawl zone. There are so many different cross lanes of fire. It's hard to say though. It's the A cap is still important. If you can get the flank in and put pressure, you need to pressure your opponent in this area here. I think that's the kind of take-home message that I've seen so far. The games that I've seen on this map, teams are looking to secure the city and make sure that they are in a good defensive position and maybe pick up some guns early on in that part of the map. But looking at the lineups here, R2K, Blue Team, Northspawn have got a tremendously rapid lineup. It's a Batchat and a Leopard 1. They've also got double 113s. And 215B, now that's a bit of an odd tank. I say odd tank choice, atypical tank choice. But Eros, of course, they've got double E50Ms and double 113s as well. Eros, probably a little bit more reliable in terms of armor profile. General tank composition. R2K are a bit more situational. They've got the Batchat, they've got the FV215B. And actually, what we can see, R2K, Blue Team. Now, Edgar will probably make a push for C's. Zerd and the 1-mo in the city. Voopsy's playing a nice little ramp location here. North American camo. And it is the E50Ms and the 113s. 4 tanks on a quick cap by Eros. Voopsy locking down the B area. Eros with the cap lead. It's a nice strat from the red team. The IS-4s anchoring the team. You can see the more mobile E50Ms. WZ113 is rotating around the IS-4s. All the while, NG in the 268. Demon Soul camouflage sitting up in soft cover, looking to provide overwatch support. He can cover A and he can cover both flanks, off to the left and off to the right. R2K on the other hand, well, they've got the their IS-4 similarly anchoring down the kind of the central position for the team. Batchat on one flank, Leopard 1 on the other, and also the FV215B Winch 38 are phenomenal player. Well, all the players on the table are phenomenal, but he is always one that has caught my eye in terms of tournament performance. And let's see R2K now will be strategizing. They'll be working out, okay, how do we crack Eros? Eros are dug in on A. For sure, they've got B covered, and you better believe that the Eros have B covered 3 ways from Sunday. R2K, we can see all of the team there in our screen in front of us. Tank's getting spotted. Winch gets spotted on the cross and picks up a hit there from the 268. Zerd's taking damage in the middle. R2K will not be happy with this situation. They've bled hit points. They haven't put any damage into Eros at the moment. Winch, and this is a situational tank. The FV215B looking to put some positional fire here, but it's the FV215B. It's still quite slow. I'm not sure. Oh, Zerd takes another hit. And he is, well, that was in through the tracks. He's side scraping. He's actually in a good position, but he is just getting a little bit outplayed. Potentially it's NG putting shots in. The one mo's been spotted. Oh, and we're seeing tanks from R2K stacking up. Now these are the well, what an odd tank combination. 268 Chaser, Leopard 1, FE215B, Batchat 25T. Now Shock has been spotted. General's not taking his shots. He's waiting for the team. Shock sees the Leopard 1. No party without me. The E50Ms, they are going to bear the brunt of the storm. It looks like R2K are probably going to make a push on B and a flank simultaneously. And hope that the 268 Chaser NG is looking the wrong way when they push either side. But R2K, they've got 3 minutes left to play with. A little bit of time on the clock. They could make a stop on A, but A is deep in red territory. Last, not quite connecting. Shock takes a hit. R2K, how are they going to crack Eros? Foopsy is taking a hit. Eros are making a counter push. The 113's IS-4s, the heavy tanks, are making a go. Oh, Zerd's looking low. R2K must be executing a counter push. They are, and Shock is bearing the brunt of it. Oh no. Oh dear. Eros have made a huge misplay. They've let A go. And they're going for the kills. I don't think Eros have planned this one out. They've got the 1 mo, but they've lost. Or they're losing the A-cap. R2K aren't taking the A-cap. Voopsy is getting pushed. Object 3 takes down Voopsy. Shock's gone down to no party. Oh, R2K looking strong. They've got 3. They're going to have 3 caps on the go here. R2K with cap control. It is supremacy. Last gets a hit into Zerd. NG will finish off Zerd, but it won't be enough. General's got 2 shots in the chamber. NG's looking to put a lot of damage into him. Oh, I think R2K will be dominating this one on caps. Nico's gone for C, but A is still ticking over. Karolek's pushing on General. The Batchat 25T is the call. They need him to go down. NG doesn't manage it. And General gets out of there faster than you would believe. R2K, better cap control. Eros, I don't know why they pushed. I'm not sure why they pushed. They didn't need to do that. They rotated off A. They weren't quick enough into C. They left their mediums outmatched. They sacrificed the flank. And R2K, well, they took the gifts that were given. I ignore everything I said before the match. That game had nothing to do with the BC area. It was all boiling down. Let's just get readied up, sorry. The action there was all concentrated on this kind of line here. This kind of, basically the river was dividing the map into R2K on one side with a cap deficit, Eros on the other with brilliant cap control on B. I'm not sure why Eros felt the need to push in and try and get guns on here, because they left the tanks on A weak. The tanks on A had to pull off A to stay alive. A was then capped. Aeros were engaging R2K in the city, not counter-capping C while they were losing A. Not the best strategy there from Aeros. Not terrible. You have to remember that they did have the initial advantage, but I think, not that they threw that one away, but I think they really missed an opportunity for good defensive play. But to be fair, if they had executed the push a little bit more cleanly, and if they got a counter cap on C going faster, it could have worked. But as soon as R2K had kind of all 3 caps on the board, not so good. But it is a best of 7. First team to 4 victories, wins at anyone's game. So far, 2-1 in the favor of R2K. Aeros on the back foot. Both teams 1-1 coming out of the first map, Vineyards. R2K with the first point on Alpenstadt going back in. R2K blue team, south spawn. Aeros red team, north spawn. We're following general here. Now it's R2K's turn to rock the WE50Ms. And they've got a very similar lineup. They basically have the lineup of Aeros, but instead of IS-4s, they've got IS-7s from the previous game. Aeros, on the other hand, red team, north spawn, back with the double 140s. They've also got double 268s. Aeros will be able to hit hard in this game, but it's Edgar making a push aggressively. Now Vader's taking some damage. Edgar's also taking a hit on the crossing. Looks like Vader may have connected there. Winch doing a really good job of putting shots in, leveraging the E50M as an effective platform, and I think we're going to see a very quick brawl here, because nope, the IS-7s have come in behind Vader. They're looking for the early gun advantage. It's going to be no party to pick off Vader. Zerd's gone down. Vader's gone down. It's one gun down apiece. NG's gone down. It's gone down into a brawl here in the red spawn, pretty much. 2 guns down apiece. Aeros with a tremendous hit point advantage. Last picks off Edgar. Lucky. Oh, nice bounce. Doesn't bounce the third one. Third one's the charm. Karolek's pushing up. And we're going to see Nico, the 268's coming. Aeros here, the double TD strat. Hitting hard. Shock doesn't quite connect. Karolek. Well, who's their call? It's a 5-on-3. The IS-4 bearing the brunt of it. I think they're going to go for the 268 chaser. Last now getting pushed by Object 3. Object 3, of course, an extremely competent player. He's got a shot in the one. Mo's gone down to Karolek, General, and the Object 3, all that are left. Last is low. He potentially goes down. No, Voopsie. And this one is going to be for Aeros. Carnage, absolute carnage. 2 minutes and 10 seconds of brawl. And there was a really nice R2K. Well, let's see. Good damage numbers here. The E50Ms from R2K doing a lot. The IS-7s from R2K. And this was R2. This game, R2K made a bad play. I'm not sure. I wouldn't call it a mistake. I would say that it was unfortunate. From what I can tell, or what I think happened, R2K brought their IS-7s in through here like this, and I think here, and basically got into the back of Vader in this area. I think R2K were banking on Aeros' tanks being further around this way, but they weren't, and Aeros were able to come in, shut down the double IS-7, kind of like mini pincer, like a little kind of uppercut with the IS-7s there. Zerd and the other R2K player, and Aeros carved out with the TDs and some good initial trading versus those 2 IS-7s in particular. Aeros carved out a very strong hit point lead early on, and that kind of set them up for a good performance all round in the brawl, kind of being guns up, hit points up for that one. So we're 1-1 out of both maps so far. The teams very, very evenly matched. Certainly, this is the toughest game that Eros have given R2K so far. If we go and check the scoreboards from previous matches, R2K have beaten Eros 3-2, and in the first half of the round robin phase, they beat R2K beat Eros 3-2, and then in the second half, R2K beat Eros 3-0. And it looks like Eros back on form, giving R2K a run for the money, 2 for 2. We're now going into the next map, which is Mayan Ruins, a stalwart in the tournament scene. The Clan Wars, WoT Blitz esports meta. This is a very well understood map. R2K, blue team Southspawn, Eros, back with those double 140s. They've really been enjoying the 140 as a platform for medium flanks. And it is Eros, red team, Northspawn. Nico's going up through the middle. Then it'll be Karolek playing a kind of passive spotting role. And speaking of lineups, just have a look what R2K have brought to the table. Triple 50Bs. A very interesting, atypical squad. Object 3 has been spotted up by WoT. WoT doesn't quite connect, bounces Object 3. Zerd's got an early cap on B. The IS-7, Zerd loves his IS-7. Now he might be taking shots from Voopsy. No, he's gotten safe. Now the 50Bs. Well, General's in first. R2K with a lovely double cap strat. The Eros team capping off C. Off there in the back. The distance. Shock. Karolek, WoT, Nico all coming in. R2K with a great position here. Zerd is I wouldn't say the weak link. Very strong player, but he is situationally in trouble. Potentially the sacrificial lamb. He's got B, but he's not getting out of there anytime soon. It's either going to cost him hit points, or all of his hit points. Now, Eros, their turn to do shenanigans. Karolek and Nico, the 140 Wolfpack. No hit points really been lost. We're 2 minutes in. We've got the cap advantage established in the favor of R2K. Zerd's dug in on B. He's got Edgar GQ in the mouse. You can see here the 1mo. Oh, the 1mo takes a little bit of fire there. And Zerd's is getting pushed. Edgar GQ might need to come in to support. And he is. Great hit there into WoT. WoT looking to get a Hesh round. Oh, fluffs the shot. And WoT potentially in trouble here. Oh, that's a big hit. Who hit Edgar? Everyone hit Edgar. R2K, though, with a great cap lead. Eros are coming in. So are R2K. Zerd's down. Someone needs to put B and C. NG's gone down. The 50Bs, triple 50B, meta confirmed. Last is getting pushed by No Party in general. R2K just need to keep A and they'll be fine. No Party is down. General's on a drum reload. Oh, it's carnage. Object 3 is down. Edgar's going to be going down. Can Shot get the kill in? He gets the kill on the 1mo. Oh, Eros have done wonderful things in terms of damage. Oh my goodness me, Eros have turned this one around. What a wonderful push. Amazing focus fire. The triple 50Bs, the glass cannon, so offensive. And that's a 6-1 victory to Eros. 4 clippers on the side for R2K. And Eros coming in, brawling on that B area. The 50Bs getting in a nice burst damage, carving out an early kind of reply for R2K. But Eros able to come in, use the drum reload, the downtime of those burst damage clippers against R2K, and bring it back from the edge. And R2K overcommitting those fragile tanks, and of course the mouse bleeding 1,000 hit points so early on in the engagement. Super crucial. And as soon as R2K started dropping tanks, that cap lead was lost. And I'm just saying it. Just following the chat on my channel, and you guys, love you guys. I mean, look at this. The 50Bs really, I mean, less than about a clip each, just not enough. Of course, Eros hugely outperforming actually in the end. Hugely outperforming R2K, Mayan Ruins. It was an ambitious strategy by R2K, to be fair. Triple 50Bs. It's either going to work or it's not going to work. And I think the 50B likes being an offensive piece. The Clippers, the burst damage, and they're great. They're amazing. The T57, the 50B, even the Batchat, the burst damage is amazing in the late game versus tanks that you can clip out. Or having two tanks, two 50Bs can clip out, for example, one IS4 on a good day. A very good day-ish. Maybe not. But having three, you know, you get your shots out, and if you don't take tanks out, if you don't remove enemy guns from the table in your initial volley, you're in trouble, and that is what happened to R2K there. Now we're going, it's match point to Eros. 3-2 back into Mayan Ruins. The trend so far has been 1 point, 1-on-1 coming out of each map. We're technically following that trend. We should be going to the tiebreaker, but Eros now, they've got the pressure. R2K with the triple 50B strat again. If it's broken but you think you can fix it, have a go at fixing it. R2K triple 50Bs from the other spawn. Eros back with a reliable lineup. Pretty much the same lineup, double 140s. Same lineup that they had before. I can't believe it. Triple 50Bs again. R2K blue team, North spawn. They are backing themselves every step of the way. And we've got the, and like, they've dropped the Batchat. They've got double 140s instead. They've carved out C. Again, R2K with the cap lead. The 50Bs have already bled hit points. They're getting some hits in there. One hit into Vader. R2K. Deniax on a drum reload. The 1-mo Edgar GQ. Winch takes a hit. Shock and Karalek. Oh my goodness me. R2K, they're stacking up. We've got... Oh, this is... It's... Something is happening here. Double 140s, triple 50Bs. Object 3 is coming in. R2K are about to delete some tanks. But Object 3 has been triple tapped. Object 3 is down. And here are the 50Bs. Here's that glass cannon. 3 50Bs and they can't even kill one tank. Eros. And now the 50Bs are on a drum reload. They get one. But the 50Bs are going down. And Shock is super low. It's 4-on-4. Eros with a slight lead. The 50Bs are about to have another drum reload in. There's 2 of them left on the table. Zerd's looking very low. Deniak's about to have 3 shots in. He takes down NG in the 268. That's crucial. Whoopsie misses. Maybe R2K can pull this one off. Zerd's looking super low, but the 50Bs. Karalek looking to take down Edgar. Oh, he's doing it. Whoopsie's going for Edgar. He'll get it. He does. Karalek, Whoopsie, Nico. It's a 3-on-3. They're pushing for Zerd. It's a 3-on-2. Whoopsie shuts down Zerd. Deniak's got 3 in the chamber. He'll get one into Whoops. Nico potentially going down to Winch. Winch fluffs the shot. Deniak fluffs the shot. Oh my goodness me. Deniak's gone down to Whoopsie. It's Winch versus Nico and Whoopsie. Whoopsie's looking for the kill shot. He's looking to shut down R2K. Deniak pulls out of trouble, but he is still... Oh, he's still in trouble. He's not out of trouble yet. The cap is in the favor. Can Winch carry? Oh, Nico is on 11 hit points. He can shut down. He can shut down. Winch can shut down Nico. Nico needs to make a play for C. We've got 3.5 minutes to go. That 140, it's got so much more mobility over the IS-4 WoT. WoT is a 3-shot. Nico's a 1-shot. Winch is a 1-shot for the IS-4. A generous 1-shot for Nico. Eros don't want to throw this one away. Oh, it's a good play. It's a good play by WoT. It's not enough. That 140 Winch is so fast. There's Nico looking for the shot. Doesn't quite get it. But he will be able to get C. Winch now looking for Nico. Nico in round the cover. And R2K have traded the position. And there's WoT coming over the hill. Now WoT is going to play it smart. He's like, okay, look. We just stick together. We control C. Winch could make a play for A. Winch could make a play for A. It's 2.5 minutes to go. It's about 400 cap points in the favor. The gun depression on the IS-4, just letting WoT down. Not quite able to get it. There's 2 minutes to go. The Eros cap points. The Eros timer ticking over Winch. Last man standing for R2K. The hopes and dreams of that team resting on his shoulders. Nico gets a shot in, but he goes down. Oh, it was a low roll from Nico. Still, even an average roll wouldn't have been enough, I don't think. And now there's 195 cap points on the table. Oh, I think that was a mistake. I think that was a mistake by Nico. WoT's looking at maybe a HE roll. One shot. He takes a hit from Winch. I don't think the cap's going to tick over in the favor of Eros in time. I don't think WoT can do anything here. The only thing he could potentially do is fall off the edge of that cliff and shoot on the way down. The 140 will dance around that hill until the next match. Winch. I said he was a good player in the last couple of games. I said he was one I kept my eye on. And this is why, cool and calm and collected under pressure. But WoT is coming. He's looking for that kill shot. Oh, he's so close. He just needed to be a little bit faster on the trigger. And now the 140 has traded a big rock for a small rock. 45 seconds to go. WoT had the element of surprise, but he just wasn't quick enough on the trigger. And now the 140 will dance around this rock. Oh, but is he dancing fast enough? Maybe he's not! Yes! WoT does it! Oh! Come on! Unreal. Unreal. And Eros knocking R2K out of the professionals tournament. Eros now going to play Raid in the grand finals. R2K the triple 50B strat twice. Madness, absolute madness. And WoT by the finest of margins getting a shot in on Winch. I really thought Winch would wrap that one up. So I'm gonna need a minute. That was a really good game. Late phase on a knife edge. You can see Winch here, 4.3k damage. Nico as well, the 140 back in the meta. For those of you who follow the scene, Eros has a lot of players from Legion's big game team. Legion's big game team, of course, being a lot of players formerly from R2K, from R2K's second team at the time. and it was Legion's big game team that knocked R2K out in exactly the same way as this. Legion's big game team versus R2K was in the lower bracket tier of Twister 2018 online finals European server. And Eros, Legion big games, new home, new banner, so to speak. A lot of new players in the roster, but the core is still there, doing it again in exactly the same format. Oh my days. Well, that was epic. And now we're gonna go and see. Eros versus Raid. Let's just check. Let's check when that is. Eros versus Raid. Match time. We've got time. We've got about half an hour. For those of you who are watching on my channel, for this, the next piece of information, you need to be on Wargaming's World of Tanks Blitz official YouTube channel. Over on World of Tanks Blitz official's Wargaming's World of Tanks Blitz YouTube channel, they are doing a giveaway. All you need to do to enter is enter your account name and the server that you play on in the live chat for a chance to win an A32, that's a tier 4 Russian medium premium, the Type 64, that's a Chinese tier 6 medium. I think it's a medium, might be a tank destroyer. It looks a bit like a Hellcat. It's Chinese tank. And of course there is the Cromwell B, the British tier 6 medium. What a lovely tank that is, absolutely superb. And speaking of tier 6, we've got half an hour, so I encourage you all, of course, to go onto that channel, enter into that prize draw. What we're going to do now is we're going to watch a replay. Then we're going to recap the results of Raid and Eros, the finalists. And then, sorry, I'm just looking at the chat again. You guys are the best. And then we'll see some more replays. That'll tide us over. The next match starts at 9:10 CEST, Central European Summertime. And oh my, let's go and find that replay. This is the real challenge. Let's go and find that replay. And it's a tier 6 replay. And it's my tier 6 replay. I feel like I do need to do a little bit of self-promotion every now and then, just to prove that I'm not a complete potato. And here we are. I'm in the Star Chaser, my favorite tier 6 tank. Of course, if you are on Wargaming's World of Tanks Blitz official YouTube channel, enter in the live chat right now your account name and the server that you play on for a chance to win one of those tanks, A32, tier 4 Russian medium, Type 64, tier 6 Chinese medium, or the Cromwell B, tier 6 British premium medium. There's 5 tanks, there's 5 of each of those tanks, so 15 premium tanks up for grabs. Just enter your username and the server you play on in the chat. Wargaming will be drawing those names at one point. They'll message those to me on Discord, and we will announce the winners at the end of this evening's shenanigans. I, however, in this replay, playing the Star Chaser. Now, the Star Chaser has phenomenal... It's a phenomenal tank. One, it looks like a TIE fighter, which is epic. And two, it has a superb gun. It's got a decent turret, decent mobility, but the DPM, the gun handling, the penetration numbers are just off the chart. And you consider the back-end snipe. And that is a lot about what this game is just playing smart. And you get this a lot in chat from time to time, people saying, oh, you're being a coward, or you're hiding at the back, fight like a man, yada yada yada, so on and so forth. And it's, you know, that's a pretty logical thing for someone in an IS-7 or a KV-2 or KV-1S, a heavy tank, or a Smasher, for example. They want to fight you up close, where their armor values and their poor gun handling are in their favor. If you're in a tank like the Star Chaser, you don't want to do that. You want to be sat as far away from the action as humanly possible, just having a grand old time and farming damage. And that is exactly what I'm doing. Most of all because the enemy is giving me the opportunity to do that. And again, referring you back to the premium giveaway Wargaming are running. Tier 6, even if you're a comp player, Tier 6 is my go-to. It's a great tier to grind credits at. It's also a great tier to kind of recover your composure and burn some stress. And I underestimate the Chibri there a little bit. Fluff the shot into the rock. But we're having a pretty good time in general. So Tier 6, I recommend that you enter that free giveaway. It's a free giveaway, you've got nothing to lose. Pop your account, name and server that you play on onto the live stream chat, not on my channel, on Wargaming's official channel. If you pop your name and server onto the live stream on my channel, you're not entering the prize draw. I wish you were, but you're not. So you have to do it on Wargaming's stream. Here I am, just farming damage, having a grand old time. Of course, my team are doing what I am trying to avoid doing. Because the enemy team, you know, they've got the KV-2, they've got the E2, they've got this J Panther. They're quite happy for you to come up and meet them head to head. And that KV-2 would love nothing more than to drop a huge ton of alpha into my turret. But at the range that I'm currently forcing them to fight from, it's just not possible. And actually the Easy, it's an Easy 8 or an Easy 2? Easy 8. The Easy 8 is probably the only tank really on the enemy team left that can engage me in that way. And he's doing a good job actually, to be fair. But we're playing patiently, we're not feeling the need to go rushing in like our team. The team has really suffered max roll on APCR. That's a little bit rude. But it is now still a 1 versus 3 scenario. And so you've seen the gun handling. Now have a look at the reload speed. I mean, we're talking 3.7 seconds with adrenaline. That's 1. That's 2. That's just phenomenal. It's just a phenomenally good tank. I really think of all the tanks, this one doesn't get enough love. It's just such an underappreciated vehicle. And I don't know how you guys feel about this, but I always feel that this tank is consistently underappreciated. Or kind of like, you know, underestimated, shall we say. People don't realize just how much damage this thing is capable of putting out within a certain period of time. And there we go, that was a cracking game. I enjoyed that game, it was a mastery. Had the very naughty... There is a little bit of a stigma attached to the Sniper Tanker badge. It is basically a damage farming badge. But there is no shame in it. Like, play smart, play to the advantages of your tank, and don't hand the victory to your enemies if you can avoid it. Let's see. Platoon requests. I don't want to open the chat. Let's see. I've got another replay. Actually, I have a replay from Ammonet now. Ammonet shows my replays on stream from time to time. And this is her first game in the WZ113. Is it going to open for me? Oh, the 113 GFT. Now, I haven't actually played this. This is the one Tech Tree Tier 10 tank that I don't have. Oh, she's got the Demon Soul camouflage. That is a good looking camo. And let's have a look. Let's see, do we know any names? Oh, and Amonet is playing on her community contributor. I'm not recognizing any names or clan tags. Nothing's jumping out at me. No offense if you're one of these people, it's just that I'm not... I don't know everything. I'd like to know everything about the game and the players that are involved in it, but I don't. Now, as I haven't played this tank, and I have actually come up against this tank very rarely. I think I've maybe seen this less than half a dozen times in-game over the last week or so. I actually have no idea what this thing is capable of. So we'll be on a learning experience together. Now, Amonet is a great player. Big hits. And she's actually driving a lot less in sniper mode. I think maybe because this is a... Yeah, really not driving so much in sniper mode anymore. Head on a swivel looking for the IS-7. We'll get a big hit. 500 damage. It's got a nice reload speed. Good bounce. Now this is the driving that we expect from Amonet. Incredible how she's able to just understand where the tank is and drive in sniper mode and trade very effectively with the IS-7. The IS-7 will pip her on the reload. IS-7 looking at a different opponent. Bounces in front of Amonet. Amonet shuts down the IS-7. Red type, well, T-54 coming around on the flank. Amonet 2k damage inflicted, 900 damage blocked. Looking for a shot. Doesn't quite have it. Looking for another shot. Will have it. 669. That's 600 average alpha on these kind of guns. It's so punishing. We've seen a lot of that actually with the 268. And the shot came from behind. Lucky, and that would have been a TD. That was possibly a Jaegeru. Thank your lucky stars, Amonet, that one didn't connect. The Jaegeru just presenting a nice juicy side target there. 4k damage inflicted. And this tank being played very well indeed. The FV215B183 green, finishing off the Jaegeru, gets the favor returned by Munoz, the T110E4 red. And then we've got the T110E4 and the VT left on the red team. Of course, Amonet is backed up by a Leopard PTA and a VT of their own. Amonet looking to swap the cap pressure round, taking B from the reds. The VT having a grand old time camping in the back. The Leopard one, or the Leopard PTA, living its best life there. The green VT connects to the red VT. Amonet pushing in. Oh, helping that PTA, not overextending. The lack of a turret can be punishing if you get yourself into a brawl situation. This is that crazy. Oh, not enough. And now potentially on the receiving end of a lot of hurt from the T110E4. T110E4 looking for shots. Bounces! 1500 damage blocked. Amonet gets the shot in. The Leopard PTA potentially. Oh, and Amonet's really carried this team through to victory. There's the T110E4. It's come over the hill. Amonet blocks the shot and gets the T110E4. Gives the side to the VT. Pushing in. Well, the Leopard PTA is gone. I don't even notice when that one went down. And Amonet will be taking another hit, but it was worth it. She's still in the game. Kill control, cap control. Job well done all round. Ooh, all the friend requests. Om nom 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 nom. So many friend requests. Love it. Absolutely love it. Solid performance there. Oh, and the Ragnarok from the clan. Great high damage numbers there as well. So very well played by Amunet. Chat is alive and kicking. We've still got 10 more minutes before that invite comes through. So let's just have a look now on Discord. Oh, another friend request, of course. And let's see here. Where's me replays gone? Good game club for the Patreons. Ah, Norwegian Hitman. A KV-1S with a ram kill. Oh, I love ram kills. My favorite. For those of you who know me. Yes, for those of you who know me, I love a ram kill. So if your replay happens to feature 1 or 2 or maybe more ram kills, you should include that if you want it shown on stream. You have a much higher chance of it getting featured if you destroy an enemy vehicle without, by ramming it. Now it's a tier 7-6 game, 3 tier 7s, 4 tier 6s. I prefer the green team's lineup in terms of tank composition. The Tiger P I would take over the Tiger 1, the T-43s. The enemy is a little bit heavier at the tier 7 end, but then the greens are heavier at the Cougar Mortal Mine and the KV-1S overall. Now Norwegian Hitman, it was a good blind fire. Didn't quite connect. Maybe he held on to the shell a little bit longer, but it was still, he made the right call taking that shot. He's looking for that juicy Hellcat. AP in through the side, taking his time, in through the drive wheel, sets up the Hellcat for a bad time indeed. Hellcat manages to get out of dodge. And we can see the greens on the minimap in a little bit of trouble around D. And look at this. This is as far down as the reticle goes. 431 damage. The IS tank will be regretting its life choices at the moment. Although the IS tank, it's not fully upgraded. But we've lost 2 tier 7s from the green team. Norwegian Hitman really needs to land this shot. He does! And Sergey goes down. Jamorphin 1987 with the kill shot. 2 caps apiece. Now, he's looking at the SP1C. Does he switch up to an HE round? No, he doesn't. He's making a play for B. He's got, now look at this, he's got the whatever percentage chance for a high roll. And a KV-1S. That is not to be underestimated. A really nice touch. One of those newer crew skills that came in to Blitz. HE, load HE. No, in through the tracks. Tracks eat it all. SP1C thanking its lucky stars. It's a 4-on-2. Might potentially be a 4-on-1. This is really tough. Is he looking for the? He's looking for the SP1C. He really wants to get that shot in. Doesn't quite. He's getting B though. Oh, Norwegian Hitman. Are you gonna finish this chap off? It's a 1 versus 4. Yes, he does! Good night, Soul Destroyer. Tiger P, no. No what? There's the SP1C! Good night! Oh, yes! Oh! Oh, what a ram kill! Oh, that's the best ram kill I've seen in a long time. All of the damages. All of the damages. Can he thread the needle? He can! Oh, I'm loving this. He threads the needle. Knock the Gurumoro mine, adding some nice tactical advantage. The Tiger 1, it's got good DPM, but it is a 2-shot. If Norwegian Hitman, if he doesn't land one of these shots, he could be in trouble. He's about a 5-shot for the Tiger 1. He's playing it very cautiously. He has 3 caps to 1. He doesn't need to push around this corner. He'd like the Tiger 1 to come round, get that juicy side armor. Kuru is absolutely right. Let the Tiger 1 come to you. Norwegian. Playing. Playing. Baiting. Trying to convince that Tiger to come round. Now there's just no way. There's no way the Tiger can come round. Red does need to risk, but it won't work. And he'll look to rack up a little bit of extra damage. Oh, the Tiger just went AFK. 2k damage. Like half of that in one ram. Oh. Absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. All of the friend requests. What a ram kill. I'm still... Good lord. Just... Is this my life now, accepting friend requests? There are worse things. Look at that. Look at that. I mean, this penetration, this damage, didn't do anything. It just hit the tracks. 683 damage and a 1 ram kill, getting the SP1C on its side. Absolutely glorious. Absolutely glorious. And now we don't really have enough time. I don't want to miss the invite. It is the grand finals. It is Raid versus Eros. It is a best of 9. Let's see what the map pool is going to be, because this could be quite telling. So let's see, Alpenstadt now. We've just seen Eros and Alpenstadt. So technically Raid should have been watching these streams. And I think Rib is also streaming the games in German, so they probably tuned into that one as well. Amonet's streaming it, so there's plenty of streams on the go. There's no excuse for Raid not to have done their homework. It's Alpenstadt, Faust, Naval Frontier, Dynasty's Pearl, Normandy. That is... It's a nice, interesting... I think the tiebreaker on Normandy is a bit of an odd call. But certainly it'd be great to go into Alpenstadt again. And also Naval Frontier. Now, Eros have got some very interesting boost strats on Naval Frontier. Of course, Raid being infamous for their boost strat on Fort Despair versus C4 in the offline finals, Twister 2018 in Minsk. Now, how have Eros fared versus, well, they haven't in the semi-finals upper bracket when they played Raid, the first game in the top 4 that they played. Different map pool, but Raid dispatched Eros 4-2. And Raid beating Eros 3-1. Now, of course, Eros have beaten Raid 3-0, but this was early days for Raid. Raid also lost easy. Rumor has it that it wasn't their best day. But Castilla Mayan Ruins, Port Bay. The teams haven't really faced on Alpenstadt before. So this will be quite interesting. Alpenstadt, Faust, Naval Frontier. The teams, Raid and Eros, they're kind of coming head to head in a little bit of a new situation in terms of the map pool. Raid arguably have a slight advantage. They've just seen Eros play versus R2K on Alpenstadt. That was just reading the comments again, you guys. We're waiting for that tournament invite. I can't accept. I'll accept friend requests forever, for eternity, but platoon requests, unfortunately, I just no. I'm sorry. It's not happening. So, really looking forward to these games. Sorry, no. Really looking forward to these games. That invite will be coming through any second now. Let me just quickly... Now we're on Alpenstadt already, which is good. On Strat Sketch. So let's go. There's the room invite. We're in. We're here. Ammonet's here. I think Rib will be here also. Not sure. Potentially, I think Rib is streaming this. There's 3 streams, so if you want a different perspective, certainly there are 2 other streamers which you can check out. I'll take this opportunity, of course, to remind you that Wargaming are doing a giveaway for premium tanks on the live stream of this on their channel. If you're watching on my channel, just hop over to Wargaming's official channel. Of course, do subscribe to their channel, like the video, and enter your username and the server that username is on for a chance to win an A32, that's the Tier 4 Russian medium, Type 64, the Chinese Tier 6 medium, or the Cromwell B, the British Tier 6 medium. All of those tanks, of course, being premiums. So you'll get extra credits and experience points for every battle played in those tanks. There's 5 of each tanks. 5 of each tanks? There's 5 of each of those tanks up for grabs. So lots of opportunities for a chance to get yourself a shiny new vehicle in the garage just from watching the stream and commenting in the live chat, which is pretty cool. So thank you very much to Wargaming. Of course, that applies to all server regions. So even if you play on NA, even though this is a European stream, you can still enter that giveaway, which is very nice indeed. 3 minutes to go. Going into Alpenstadt. Skullcena, I'll show you a replay after. Okay, I'm going to commit to showing Skullcena's replay. It's 2 minutes. I'll show it after the grand finals. There you go. Just because you've been asking me so often. I feel bad saying no. Of course, if you're watching this on Wargaming's official WoT Blitz YouTube channel and you've never heard of me before, or you haven't visited my channel, Rolling Swarm, I love doing esports commentary, tournaments, clan wars, that sort of thing. I do encourage you, of course, to hop over to my channel, like my videos there, and subscribe. And also in the video descriptions, the video descriptions on my channel, there's also a link to my Discord server. We've got a lot of the players from the professionals tournament, from particularly the European and the North American server regions there. So if you're looking for a chat with some of the best, might be a great place to meet up and have a chat with them. So, 2 minutes to go. We're going into Alpenstadt. Let's just flick over to StratSketch, www.stratsketch.com, a free resource for drawing things on maps with, and you can communicate and make slideshows and tell your teammates where you want them to go in competitive gameplay. Now, we saw some very interesting games between Eros and R2K. I had almost misled you all by saying that typically most of the action happens around B and C. I don't know if R2K or Eros have got my feed hacked, but they decided that actually they were going to have most of the action. Well, in game 1, we saw R2K dig out the kind of carve the B and C territory as their own. Eros having the A area, and then Eros making a push in through B, trying to catch some guns out here, but they left A unprotected. They had to rotate their medium tanks back round, and in the end, R2K won on cap pressure. Game 2, both teams kind of went towards the A area. R2K ran a double IS-7 formation under the bridge, got a nice early lead, but the IS-7s were way too out of position. Eros' forces that were kind of on the way to B and C weren't far enough away to kind of be out of the fight. Maybe R2K rushed the IS-7s too soon, because Eros were able to bring their tanks back round, or they hadn't even left the spawn properly yet, and clip out Zerd and the other IS-7 from R2K. And so Eros basically won the brawl in this kind of area, this area here around A. So we've seen from different servers lots of different potentials, lots of different strats for this map. It's quite compact, and so it's not uncommon. I'm gonna make a prediction. I think potentially we're going to see brawls breaking out nice and early, but Raid are a very methodical team. You can see here they've got a nice lineup, core of IS-4s with some medium tanks, and of course Toby in the Batchat 25T also rocking the Thunder camouflage. Do they all have the Thunder camouflage? Oh, they don't. Oh, I'm sad. I would have been overjoyed if a team would get its act together and BL Karolek's been punished. Really, the 140 overextending, going into a very obvious bush, getting caught out of position, and now Eros E50M double 140. Can they stop the triple IS-4 cap? Bia, Django, Drizzle will cap A. Last picks up a bounce from Bia. Karolek still bleeding hit points. Neither team going for the city, although we do have Toby. Now he's bled a little bit of hit points. Messi's looking very low. Toby's going to make a play either for the flank. Toby's making a play for the flank. He's looking to get stuck into the back. Raider making a push. It's a triple IS-4 rush, but Bia's getting hammered. NG set up to do a lot of damage. Oh my god, Nico's gone down. Shock's in trouble. Shock's looking for Messi. Raid. JP is trying to shield Messi, but it's not enough. Eros leading slightly. Not even really. Oh, it's too close to call. It's a absolute carnage. 6 coming in the 268. We've got Django's looking very low. Romka needs to shut him down. He does. Now Drizzle is the call. It's a 4-on-4. Raid with the hit point advantage. Karolek goes down to JP. It's a 3-on-3. Boopsy's low. Where's that Batchat? The Batchat's on a drum reload. He takes a big hit from Last. Gets one in. 6 looking to put a huge hit into Last. It shuts him down. Oh my goodness me. What an amazing play from the 268. Now JP, this STB1 has played his heart out. JP doing absolutely wonderful things this game. Would love to see his damage numbers. I think Eros really underestimated the power there. Romka doesn't quite shut down Toby. And this game going to Raid. Sick with the final kill. 268 deletes the IS-4. And we had a very quick little brawl breaking down there around A. Raid with a nice triple IS-4 push. Interesting move. Interesting move. No. It's too much. That's a lot of friend requests. I might have to stop accepting them. Oh, okay, we're good. Well, you can see here, JP and Sick had phenomenal games. The IS-4's Sacrificial Lambs. Toby made a great play round the back. He went in deep round the city, bled some HP early on. Good move by Raid to keep him a little bit out of the fight. They sent him back in round C, and then that meant that he could kind of get stuck into the back of Eros. Very bold move by Raid to barrel those IS-4s in, but of course they had the SDB, the E50M, these damage-dealing tanks backed up by a 268. They're of course ready to lay the hurt out on the table onto Eros. And it was a very nice coordinated push. I think Toby could have got in a little bit faster, I'm not sure. Eros, they had it for a while. They just kind of lost the brawl. They got out-brawled. Both teams, though, looking good, looking strong. No obvious weaknesses or crazy strengths coming out of that one. A very simple game. Raid, though, did execute a nice little pincer maneuver with the Batchat. And very good coordination with the 3 IS-4s, capping A early, getting that cap pressure secure. We're going back into Alpenstadt, swapping the spawns. This time we'll be seeing Eros playing from the north, Raid playing from the south. Now Raid, current world champions, can they hold on to the EU server champion title? It remains to be seen. Eros, blue team, south, north spawn. Raid, red team, south spawn. Tank compositions. Well, Toby is back in his beloved Batchat 25T. Fimblu in the IS-7. We're seeing a boost. We're seeing a boost strat. There's a hill. It's a Leopard IS-4 and a Mouse sticking a 268 chaser on a hill. Will it work? Will it work? We're getting some little fog graphics coming in there. It worked. Messi is a TD on a hill. Unreal. Raid. They've been studying hard. We haven't seen this. I don't think we've seen this before. This is a new one. There's a 268 on a hill. Eros. They've got solid map control. They've got a lot more tanks closer to the midline, but they're not making a play. Last is considering going for A, but he doesn't know where Raid are. Certainly, what can Messi see? Messi can see everything. Give this man wings. He's almost flying. Incredible. Now, Raid playing very passively. Very, very passively. Can he see all 3 caps? No, C is potentially still cappable by Eros. But I think the Raid have got A and B locked down. Now, hit points are slightly... Well, hit points are neck and neck. 6 taking some damage. The E3 playing on B. Voopsy is similarly, and NG as well. I am wondering how the teams look to establish the advantage here, because we're just over 2 minutes in. We've got 5 minutes of playtime left. Now Raid do have... Oh, it's a big hit into Karalik. That was Messi. Was it Messi? I think it was. He's going to be thinking, where the hell did that come from? Messi knocks down a tree. Did anyone see that? Maybe not. It's unlikely. Not impossible. Eros, though, do cap A. Fimblu and Toby not able to stop Vater in the 140 sneak capping A. Messi was trying to get into a position to do the reset. Wasn't quite quick enough. Didn't get an angle. So much on it. At the same time, oh, there we go. This is the Leopard 1. JP also in the Thunder Camo. Getting a nice little cap on the go here on C. Eros will be about 70 cap points clear. It's just under 1 kill, bearing in mind that if you kill a tank in tier 10 clan wars, plus 40 points for your team, minus 40 points for the enemy team. So Raid with 1 kill could redress the cap balance in their favor. 70 cap points, though, is quite a tricky stop cap. A lead to play down, like for example, if Raid try and stop A, it would take them a long time to stop A, long enough to C to tick over. It would basically be a recap, but they're not doing that. Sick is looking potentially, he could get B. But does NG have line? NG's got a nice line of sight there onto B. We've also got Nico here in the 268. He's covering A. Eros with a really... And look at this, Vater's making a play for C. Will Toby come in? Now Voopsy is also here. Voopsy can support. This is great cap control by Eros. Really great cap control indeed. Vater pulling off C. Great play by Eros to try and we're seeing a push by Raid. Messi's in Overwatch. He's still on the hill. Bia takes a big hit. He's coming in. He's looking for A. Messi is trying to connect with NG. Doesn't connect. NG bounces Bia. Oh, last. Oh, Finblue is taking some fire. The IS-7. It's a tough position for the heavy tank to play. Eros carving out that defensive position, and the Leopard 1 took an absolute hammering. And that would have been Shock getting a shot in. And JP gets a cheeky shot into Vupsi. Vupsi and Karolek now pushing in on Sick. Oh, there's a rush happening. JP fluffs the shot. I don't know if this is a good call. Drizzle's gone down to Vator. I'm not sure if this is a good call. Vupsi and Karolek going toe-to-toe. Sick's going to pick up Vupsi. No, JP will do the honors. Vator's gone down. Eros are looking a little bit flaky here. Finblue's down. Karolek's down. It's a 4-on-5. Eros still have 2 caps, though. The Leopard 1 has to go for C. B is down. 50 points on the clock. Eros just need to stay safe. Messi, how much damage has he done this game? They just need A. They've got 30 points to go. Can Toby do anything? He's coming in. 1 kill. He needs a kill. Last is down 50 points. It's a 3-on-4. Toby's looking for NG. He's got 3 in the chamber. He doesn't know where NG is. Now he's looking to get shots in. He's been spotted. Messi still on the hill. JP is coming in. We've got 20 cap points to go. Raid. Do or die. All or nothing. Shock's looking the wrong way. He takes down Toby. And it is Eros tying it up 1-for-1. Close. Very close. Is someone counting these friend requests? I feel like I'm getting a lot. I feel like there's a lot of friend requests coming in. Are people unfriending me and then sending new friend requests? Is that what's happening? Messi, 3k damage. And then you have a look at the 268 chases from Eros. Better position, better positional control, less reactive, more proactive. Still not far behind. I think if you're going to do a boost strat, like the grill on the hill in Fort Despair, it needs to be devastating and game-changing. And although that's a great spot, I think Eros potentially were aware of where that 268 was and reacted accordingly. Also, the 268 was a great position, but there was still there was a lot of options for Eros to move. They weren't really pinned down anywhere by that 268. The grill in Fort Despair really shuts down a team's mobility unless they can counter it. The 268 was it was a threat, but it wasn't an special threat. And I think in terms of the initial map control that it cost Raid to put the grill up there, I mean, it took the Mouse IS-4 Leopard 1. It took a lot of tanks to put that 268 up there, tanks and time, and they were vulnerable in terms of map control and cap pressure for the early stage of the game. So the first minute they were on the back foot in terms of positioning, until the 268 got dug in and the rest of the tanks kind of took more standard positions. Now we're going on to Faust, new map, new hopes and dreams to be dashed against the rocks. Eros versus Raid, best of 9, first team to 5 takes it. We are going to be in for a long series. Make sure that you have your refreshments at hand, because this ain't stopping. And B has got the one of the new logos on. It's like the old Raid, or the new avatar. That's like the old Raid logo of your now Eros blue team, North spawn, Raid red team, South spawn. Eros with lots of IS4s, 215B. Now the 215B, I'm expecting it can play the ramps very well. It can also play this area here very well. Eros should carve out an initial cap lead. Are they going to do what I would call an R2K, which is try and get an early cap on B? Shock potentially will be doing the honors there. Nico's on A. We've also got Toby, Shock and Vator both taking damage. The Jaegeru Messi was ready. NG's also taken damage. And Sick in the 268 has taken a hit as well. B is pushing in on NG. Doesn't quite connect. NG's looking to return fire. NG's in trouble. He's isolated. Why doesn't he have support? These are the questions that need to be answered because he's basically getting double teamed. Raid are going to pick up an early gun advantage here unless WoT can shield. WoT's shielding. Great job. WoT is doing a great job of shielding. Won't be enough. NG might be able to get one shot in. He needs to get this shot in. It is in. Eros controlling the hit points at the moment, but they're a gun down. WoT is now in trouble. 6 looking so low. We've got Karalek, Shock, and Last barreling in. Beta's coming round. Beta's looking for Messi. It's a low roll. Last. Well, Karalek picks it up. I think Eros are in ascendancy here. They've got a solid, really solid hit point advantage. It's a 4 on 5. 4 on 3. 5 on 3. Eros doing really, really well here. NG, was he bait? Was that a bait strat? Because it worked. It pulled Raid deep into the clutches of Eros' spawn. And now Eros are just focusing JP in the T-22 uncatchable and drizzled down. Shock should be getting the kill on JP. Actually, no, JP's got quite a bit of hit points. It's going to be a double tap. It's close. Now it's a 3-on-1 scenario. Of course, the one is Toby in the Batchat 25T. Last man standing again. He plays the Batchat very well, very conservatively. Thunder camouflage. Bonus points for style. Now Eros have a good cap lead. Toby spotted Karalek, vice versa. Carol's potentially going to make a play for B. The heavy tanks from Eros won't be able to catch up with Toby. Toby might have to make a play for A. He knows that that's actually probably not likely to happen. I think 3-on-1. He can't really control this game in terms of caps. He needs to. And Last. And Toby. Not quite spotted Toby. Pulling back. He'll be able to get one in. Takes one in return. Last. Pulling out before the burst damage gets stuck in. Toby with one in the chamber. Going for the drum reload. Dropping the speed boost. Last blind firing. Karalek's there. Gets a shot in. Toby is in all sorts of trouble. 400 damage on the ram. Oh dear. And it is Vater, long range FP215B, British heavy tier 10 tank to shut down the runaway French light tank. And it is now Eros leading Raid 2-1. Oh my goodness me. Oh my goodness me. Oh my goodness me. I am... I'm on edge. I can't watch. Eros leading Raid 2-1. Great job by Vater, Karalek last. NG, 3 shots, odd positioning. Great shielding by WoT. Maybe that was intentional, because it did draw Raid out into unfavorable positions, split up their nice little formation. And, well, poor Messi, he got one hit in, and then got swiftly shut down. The Jaegeru, good post buff, but is it good enough? That's the real question. 1 minute to go, back into Faust. Eros on fire after their warm-up versus R2K. Eros again leaning on this double 140 strat. Raid potentially, while they're taking a T22 medium, a solid choice. And Messi in the Mark 6, Chieftain Mark 6. Now, in Twister 2018, we saw R2K run double Chieftain Mark 6 on this map. And they actually played them on the little rise in the corner behind the triple cap area. They played that quite well. The gun depression and turret, very strong back then. Of course, now I think more people are aware that you can just put HE through the top of the Chieftain's turret and ruin its day. Pro tip, if you face the Chieftain and you're having trouble penetrating it because it's hull down, fire HE at the top of it. It works. There we go. You're welcome. Going in now. Raid versus Eros. Best of 9. Love it. Eros, blue team, south spawn. Raid, red team, north spawn. Still a lot of games to play before anyone gets near match point. Raid in formation. Oh, this is going to be a very aggressive push. They're not going for caps, or are they? JP is getting the cap fast. T22 uncatchable. The rest of Raid are stacking aggressively. Eros again with the cap lead. And Toby takes some fire. Beer's taking some fire. Raid are making a move, and they're going to catch... Are they Iron Fisting? They are! They're looking for the Iron Fist here, and Voopsy's taking an absolute hammering. And we can see Raid getting stuck into shock. The Karalex dug in. Toby bleeding some hit points. Shells flying overhead. Raid are... They're playing very well. Veta potentially in a bit of a risky position. Nico's taking some fire. JP and the 140s. There's another battle happening over here. It's the 140s versus JP and Sick. The T60, the Object 268 and the T22 uncatchable. And then the heavies over here are entering the brawl phases. And it looks like we're about to lose Veta. Early advantage to Raid. Their strat seems to be paying off. It was aggressive. It seems to be working. Bimblue now, low HP. B is looking to get a shot into Voopsy. Doesn't quite manage it. We've lost NG. Raid are doing very well. Now Drizzle and Finblue should be able to shut down Voopsy and last. Oh, we've lost Sick. We've lost Toby. It's a 4-on-4. Eros doing really well to pull it back. And now Nico versus that very, very powerful T22 uncatchable head-to-head. Finblue's low. There's 2 one-shots on the table for Raid. One one-shot on the table for Raid. Last is doing a really good job. He needs to take down Drizzle. He needs to just take this hit. Oh, it's a low roll. Oh, it's a painfully low roll. Shock's in trouble, though. He's getting shut down. And JP is coming into the back. And now it's a 2-on-2. Eros with the cap lead, though. Karalek needs to stay safe. Messi's got a lot of hit points on the table. Messi and last looking pretty. JP and Karalek not in ideal positions. What is JP going to do? What are Raid going to do? They're on the back foot in terms of cap points. Hit points neck and neck. Pretty equal distribution of points between the heavy and the medium on both teams, respectively. The heavy's healthy. Well, I mean, the IS-4, it's not a medium. Could be. JP getting a counter cap on B on the go. Now, if Eros can shut down B... But they can't. Now Messi has got Karalek pincered. Karalek could take that opportunity to get out of dodge. JP is looking for A. Is he looking for A? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Last and Karalek are sort of in the open. They've got 3 minutes to go. The cap pressure will take over in the favor of Raid if it stays as is. JP has gone for A. Oh no, last is low now. That's vital. This Chieftain Mark 6 has done a lot of hard work. Takes a big hit from Karalek though. He's now he's a 3-shot last Bled HP. And now JP is going toe-to-toe with last. Whoever gets the kill here. And Raid's Messi is getting the reset on D. Eros still leading in terms of cap points. I don't know if they're going to have enough. They will have enough if they can just hold B and not die. But if Eros can hold B and not die, they will be in for a win, but Messi is coming in for last. Last is about to go down. Where's Karolek? Oh no! And now B is going. Raid playing this absolutely beautifully. The world champions showing what they're made of. It looks like Raid are going to be tying this one up 2 for 2. These games are going the distance in terms of time. Now Raid 2 versus 1, 3 caps to 1. Karolek ostensibly having to kill everyone, and he gets a good hit into Messi, but Messi's quick off the draw as well, returns fire. And that Chieftain Mark 6 putting a shot in for good measure. Absolutely fantastic. Oh, it's so close. Oh, these are good games. These are very good games indeed. And last, it just bled so much HP in the so much HP in that crossing in the middle area. Just really unfortunate moves. Messi, 2 tier 10 premium vehicles, doing a really good job on the side of Raid. But no, the teams are ready to match. And actually, the Chieftain Mark 6 not OP in any stretch of the imagination. And the T22 actually does have its drawbacks. Both beautiful tanks, though. I, of course, have the Chieftain Mark 6 in my garage, and I'm very, very happy with it indeed. Most of all because it's a British tank. So then, you know, national pride and all of that malarkey. But now we are going on to Naval Frontier, which is 2-2. Both teams still needing 3 points to pick up the win. That is, well, that's going to be, I mean, it's a long way to go. That is a long way to go. And effectively now we're on a best of 5? Not even, no. Situation, but it's 2 for 2. 10 seconds on the clock before we're going back in. Naval Frontier, new map, new strats, Raid with 3 mediums in the lineup. Did I see that right? They're going to be very mobile. Raid, T22 uncatchable, Leopard 1, E50M. Are they going for a boost strat, or are they going for map control? Eros, blue team south spawn, Raid, red team north spawn. Let's get elevated. No boost strats from either team by the looks of it. Eros do have a boost strat on the north spawn. I don't think they'll use it against Raid though. Raid, E50M, Messi is going in very aggressively on A, looking for that early cap pressure. And JP, T22, he's got that. This is a beautiful spot in any game, randoms or ranked or tournaments. Great map control, spotting up this entire flank. Messi is getting A. Looks like we're seeing Beta making a play for C. Eros will be on the back foot in terms of cap points. I don't think Raid, no, they've relocated Toby in the Leopard 1. Raid don't have the resources to stop the C cap. They do have the advantage though with the A cap. Finblue dug into the corner. He needs to be careful that he doesn't get spotted up. Certainly. Oh, there is a boost strat. There's a boost strat that's not working. There is a boost strat. Oh, Voopsy's been spotted. The boost strat has been detected. But Engie's up. Oh, I spoke too soon. Nico coming in saying, you know what? You needed me. You said you didn't, but you needed me. And now we've got a 268 on a hill. The pros If there's a hill, we'll put a tank on it. And Raid now rotating up, potentially to go on top. They're going to go the seaward side of C. Toby and the Leopard 1 will get some good spots in. If that area is pre-aimed, though, the Leopard 1 should not be the tank to go first. Raid with about a 20-point cap lead. No real damage has been done. A little bit of points chipped away here and there. Can anyone make a play for B? I don't think Eros will be able to reset A. A is really well covered. Although maybe, I mean, if you can get someone up there, but it will be a bit tricky. Certainly there's lots of different angles to be worked by Raid, and now they do have their team over C just a little bit. That's JP and Toby. And B is being made. There is a push being made for B. Karalek, can he get away with it? Drizzle's coming in to deny. Drizzle will get a nice shot in on the side. Karalek not able to angle up to two enemies. Fimblu and Drizzle putting Karalek in a world of hurt. Voopsy's also got A on the go. Now, Eros have potentially lost Karalek here. He's in too deep. And he's not able. And now Nico's come in to shield. Oh, Drizzle's on fire! He's on fire. He's going down. Drizzle has gone down. What a push. Now Messi's low. Oh, we've got Toby. Toby and Messi are in trouble. Fimblu's coming in. B is coming in. NG's dropped off the hill. Toby's down. Messi's still kicking. JP is getting a hammering. Shock and NG doing really great work here. Voopsy's getting B on the go. Can Sick get a reset? He's looking for the reset. Sick has the shot. Needs to take it. Doesn't deny the B cap. He's looking for the kill on Shock. Bounces. And Eros have this. It's a 6-on-4. 3 caps to none. Eros with a very interesting boost strat. I wonder how much damage did that 268 put out from that firing position. Risky move by Eros, sending Karalek in early to cap B. Voopsy having the A cap on the go at the same time. Force Raid to kind of get out of position and get more stuck in up close. And the Leopard, I think the area around C, their medium flank crumbled. That poor Leopard 1 was in no way, shape or form intended to get sucked into a brawl like that, and paid the price. And you can see here Toby really taking an absolute beating. And let's see NG, the 268, not huge damage numbers, but maybe important shots getting fired out from that position. Eros back to leading Raid 3-2. It's close. Oh my goodness me, is it close? I'm just going to chat something. There we go. It's 3-2, so I'm just updating you guys in chat. On my chat, I know that I know some people are watching on my channel. I don't know how many people are watching on Wargaming's channel. I hope you're enjoying the show no matter which channel you're on. But no matter where you are in the world, Eros leading Raid 3-2. First team to 5 victories takes it. We're going back into Naval Frontier. The team is currently going 1-for-1 on both initial maps, and that's Faust and Alpenstadt. Can Raid continue the trend, taking it 1-for-1 on Naval Frontier, or can Eros extend their lead? If they win this one, it would be match point to Eros, and it would be really a pressure situation for Raid, because they would need to put 3 wins on the clock back to back, and that is a tall order for anyone. Eros, blue team, north spawn. Raid, red team, south spawn. Nico going up. Looks like he's going to have RG and Karalek in for support. And the Let's get our free cam up. With eyes on the battlefield. There's another boost strat. NG, is he gonna make it? Oopsie in the mouse. Vader in the IS-4. NG dropping the speed boost. He's up. There's another TD on a hill. Raid, Beer and Drizzle. Ooh, Beer's holding on to the cap points. Drizzle takes a little bit of HE damage to get the reset. We've seen Karalek and Nico bleed some HP. Raid able to cap C. NG not in a position to reset, but he's NG the mountain goat. Higher than anyone thought possible. He's got eyes. Now, what can he do from here? We're waiting for a shot. They're calling Toby in the 113. Does NG have eyes on him? Hit into Bia. Raid now. Losing some hit points. Shock's making a play for A. Reset by JP, the T-22. Connecting there over the ridgeline. Tough shot to make. Raid will be more than a kill's worth of cap points clear of Eros by the time Eros cap A. Raid looking strong. Hit points neck and neck. Cap lead in the favor of Raid. Eros do have NG. Object 268 on a hill. What can he do from there? He's got a really nice field of fire. Raid. Maybe they've been watching the streams back. They probably should have been. If they want to take home the top prize, $3,000 US. Thank you very much. Now our Raid. Do they know that there's a 268? That great hit by Messi into Karalek, the IS-4 in the middle. They're taking a little bit of fire from the flank. JP's also got a line potentially on Voopsy. Voopsy's looking for B, but you can see Drizzle. Oh, Nico spotted and punished. And Eros, they've got two pretty low tanks. Nico and Karalek really in trouble. In a lot of trouble indeed. And look at this. Raid have got a really nice network of tanks covering B. You've got Messi covering. Let's actually have a look at this. Let's have a look. Messi's covering the lower portion. JP's kind of here. And then you've got Drizzle. There's nowhere on B which is safe. Maybe a tiny slither here. But it's really a risky move to cap B. It's almost nowhere is safe. Of course, having said that, Messi will be looking to get the reset in. Eros need B. Voopsy needs to hope that RNGesus will be rolling in his favor. JP is coming round. We're seeing JP and Messi rotating now onto Nico and Shock. They've got the HP advantage. Voopsy will cap B. Messi takes a bit of damage. Shock getting good shots into Messi. Now JP is coming. It's 222 uncatchables. Nico's in trouble. Shock also in trouble. NG's moving in to support. He senses the trouble here for the mediums. Also, RG's rotated. Vader's potentially alone. Vader doesn't have any support and he's going in 1 versus 2. Oh dear, Eros are dropping the ball in lots of different places. They are going to be potentially bringing the cap points over. They've taken down Messi. They're about to lose Vader. Sick should get the kill. He does. And JP bounces Nico. Shock looking for the kill. JP wants Nico. Doesn't quite get it. Oh, the medium flanks for Eros. Drizzle is down. B is in trouble. Karalek's gone down to sick. Toby doesn't quite kick down. And look at the Voopsy. Voopsy is bullying Django. And Eros take it. RG goes down to sick. It doesn't matter. Eros, gutsy, holding the line on A. Poor sacrificial Vader, the IS-4 north of C. These guys are just not stopping until someone takes them out of the game. That's like the referee rings the bell and they're just like, no, I'm Gonna keep going, even though the battle's over, you know. Again, NG, best damage numbers on the board, but look at this. Everybody on Eros putting in very respectable damage numbers. Raid, on the other hand, struggling to use some of their tanks. The double T-22s not being effective on that A-cap. And now we're in a very, very interesting situation. A very interesting situation indeed, where Eros have raid 4-2. Now for both teams, this is pretty crucial. This is so crucial. Raid, they can't slip up. They need 3 perfect games back to back in order to take the series. Eros, they can't get complacent. We've seen from North American server what happens when you get complacent. Pramo versus Reign's Chaos team. The number 3 versus the number 4 seed Chaos, not previously beating any of the top 3 from North America, then doing the reverse sweep, and that is what we're looking at here. It's the same level of reverse sweep. We're looking at 3, well, almost the same level, slightly less. It's possible for teams to do 3 wins back to back. We're looking at the sports psychology element here kicking in. Eros, they need to stay on the level. They can't throw this. They can't go tilt. Raid will punish them. Similarly, the same thing applies to Raid. They can't let the current scoreline get to their head. 4-2 to Eros. Match point. Best of 9. First team to 5 victories takes it. We're into Dynasty's Pearl. It's a small map. It's a compact map. We're seeing Messi and the Jaegeru, Toby and the Mouse. It's a heavy lineup from Raid. Eros with double 263s. They've got the damage dealing potential and the speed. Raid leaning more towards the aggressive armor profiles. And I expect we'll see Eros heading towards C. Raid maybe going deep in the city. And interestingly, we're seeing the Mouse taking the deepest route. Is that a misplay? Is Toby out of position? Or is he playing very passively? And JP, the T-22 uncatchable, spotted early, but gets a lot of spots in return. Certainly, the situational awareness is in the favor of Raid at the moment. They've got 3 tanks, 4 tanks that they're spotted to 6 of Eros's. A slight advantage to Raid early on. Karelek bleeding hit points. I'm not sure. Can the 268s be used effective? The 263s be used effectively? I'm not sure. Looks like a Raid are rotating into the city. Eros. There's a lot of guns. A lot of blue guns here on C. Now they haven't gone wide. Django and Bia can be a real headache for the Eros team here. Eros in a pocket, potentially. Now Eros are at risk of getting pincered. I really like Raid's positioning here. I don't think Eros have played this one well at all. Raid are also going to be with JP getting A. They're going to get the cap pressure. And Eros are now 4K behind in terms of hit points. Raid can just drop the hammer and come in. Eros really misplayed this one. Raid are on the start of their comeback tour. The Jaegeru and the Mouse, a great pair for putting pressure on B, but they got A, they don't need B. Eros rotating away now from C. They weren't able to exploit the C area. Django and B are crucial for Raid, keeping that flank under control. I think if Eros had been a bit more aggressive, they could potentially have rushed those 2, taken them off the table, and left the Jaegeru and the Mouse in the city. NG in the 263 is going deep. Potentially could get outplayed by JP. Veta getting punished by Sick. Drizzle holding tight. JP spotting up NG. Voopsy taking damage. Look, Eros are bringing the hit points back a little bit. Shot coming in to support NG. Shot. Ooh, double tap. JP's in trouble. Eros are still... It looks like Voopsy's going down. JP potentially going down to Shot. First gun advantage, but the hit point's still in the favor of Raid. But they've lost. They've lost Messi. And now Toby. Oh, the gun advantages are coming in. Raid still holding on to the hit points. They've cleared up on C. They've shut down Nico and RG, but it's cost them. JP, Toby, Messi, 6 going down. Karalex looking low. He's pushed out very aggressively. Veta will be wanting to shut down Sick. The rest of Raid will be hoping to come into the back of Karalex. It's going to be Bia looking for the kill shot on Karalex. Sick doing an amazing job of holding on so long. Bia to shut down Karalex. Gets it in now. Veta's in trouble. Voopsy in shock. Playing far too passively in the back. And look how many low. 4 one-shot tanks versus 3 very healthy tanks. 3 one-shot tanks versus 3 quite healthy tanks. Eros in a lot of trouble. Raid with such a strong hit point lead early on. Bia to shut down Voopsy. Gets it. Drizzle now pushing in, looking for shock. Gets it. NG, last man standing. Django picks it up. And Raid, strong start, rocky middle. Finish it. They stay in the fight. Eros, very poor opening positioning there. And you can see Messi and Toby, they did a very aggressive move on B. And maybe that was Raid's intention. They wanted Eros to shoot those deep hit point pooled, heavily armored tanks. It takes time to burn those down, and at the same time you're doing that, Raid can be punishing the rest of your lineup. So let's just ready up. We're going back into Dynasty's Pearl. Eros built a cap lead on Naval Frontier. They outplayed Raid on Naval Frontier. Can Raid outplay Eros on Dynasty's Pearl? And I'm just thinking, what is the tie-breaking map? Oh my god. Because potentially we might be going there. Normandy, oh my goodness me. Now Eros, I've got an amazing, well, both teams have got amazing plays for Normandy. Oh, that could be the newest map. That could be an absolute cracker. Oh, are Raid gonna do the comeback? Are they gonna pull the rug out from underneath Eros' feet? Or are Eros going to unseat world champions in the European Server 2019 Grand Finals Professionals Tournament WoT Blitz? 22 seconds to go. NG and an E100. We haven't seen the E100 used for a while, and rather than double 263s, Eros are bringing double T110 E3s. We've also got Jaegerus and Mouses on the side of Raid. This is going to be a heavy battle, make no mistake about it. There's only 1 medium per team. Oh, that's going to be good. Oh my goodness me. Eros, blue team no spawn, Raid, red team south spawn, match point to Eros. Raid strong on Dynasty's Pearl. The pressure must be incredible though for the guys. Raid, German, Swiss clan, German speaking. Eros, multinational. It must be so tough for the German speakers right now. I wonder how tense their Discord is. And Raid, well, they're doing a nice move. They've got C dead to rights. Shock in the 140s having to pull out. He's potentially in trouble here. Not taking any more fire. Having to get out deep. NG's taking a little bit of fire. Eros with the cap lead. Toby, we've seen the mouse used in this position effectively before. I think by Raid as well, actually. And that is a nice positioning. We've got Messi in the Jaegeru locking down this central lane in the city. The first lane kind of splitting A-B. And now the E3s. Drizzle's pushed in aggressively. He does have support in the form of JP. Looks like the rest of the Raid crowd from C are going to come in from this flank. Messi and Toby are going to stay put. Hammer and Anvil. Of course, the question is, which component of Raid's forces is the hammer and which one is the anvil? Because there's a lot of damage potential in both. Basically in terms of raw DPM from the right flank contingent and pure staying power from Messi and Toby. We've got two very large pie-eating tanks, as Bushka would call them here, down in the red spawn, and they've got nice long lanes of fire. They can out-joust most tanks in those situations. B is splitting the distance. Eros leading by about 15-20 cap points. The calm before the storm. Karalek bounces JP. Drizzle's looking to come in and put a cheeky shot in. Doesn't quite manage it. Karalek's there. Shock's ready to put crossfire into anyone that pushes too aggressively on Karalek. He's got backed up by Lars's AFK. Karalek gets a nice shot in. Veta, Vupsi, Nico. NG's holding tight versus Toby. Messi, Beer, and Django are out of position. Eros have the advantage here. How quickly will Raid respond? They're moving. Messi's going to start coming in. Toby's coming in. They've dropped the hammer. Toby's pushing on NG. Messi's pushing down the middle line. We've got Django, Sick, and Beer coming in. Drizzle's in trouble. Drizzle is going down. He really needs to Eros. Really need to shut him down ASAP. Vupsi with an HE round should do the honors. And he does. At the same time, JP is sort of out of position. Shock split a lot of hit points. Now Messi is chasing. I don't know if this is a good move. NG's getting pushed on by Messi. But if he can take down Toby, Messi will be easy pickings. Potentially for the E100. Oh, it bounced. Crucial. That's happening. And at the same time, JP is escaping. Eros with a nice 2k hit point advantage, getting big hits into Sick. Vupsi's looking for Django. Django's in trouble. We've lost NG, we've lost Karalek, we've lost Django. Oh my good lord. It's worth noting that two tanks from Raid are really out of the fight. B is going down. 6 down. Eros. They've got a good cap lead as well. They need to keep the cap lead. Can Shock get a cap on? Someone needs to be thinking about C. Raid are thinking about A. Eros are letting slip with the cap pressure here. It's a 5-on-3. Someone needs C. There's JP. Bounces Shock. Nico, sorry. He's on fire. Big hit. Messi gets a nice shot in, but JP is now out of position. JP's pushing in. Shock's getting C. JP. Oh, Shock's doing a really good job here. Nico's in trouble. Someone needs to shut down JP. Nico's hanging on for dear life. Last does it. Raid and Messi, we've got a mouse and a Jaegeru on the table. And they've got a cap disadvantage. Karalek's calling for the split. Play for time. It's a good call. It's a very good call. They take down Toby. The last man standing is Messi in the Jaegeru. Karalek, GG's. He thinks it's over. It probably is. Messi is going down to Nico with the final kill. Eros, new European server champions. Pipping Raid on Dynasty's Pearl. Beating them 5-3 overall in the series. Oh my goodness me. I'm done. I'm drained. I'm out of energy. I'm out. I'm really out of energy. Very well played by Eros. Really great move, sensing the separation in the forces of Raid, pushing into Drizzle. They knew that Toby and Messi, the mouse and the Jaegeru respectively, were in Raid spawn. They knew Raid was stretched thin from spawn to spawn. And Eros stacked their tanks deep. NG in the E100, a bit of a sacrificial lamb. Possibly a mistake by Raid to send Messi to support Toby. To send the Jaegeru to support the mouse tank over there. I don't know. But that is Eros are your new professional tournament champions. I don't know if this makes them champions of the European server. I don't know. I think so. I think now that the format between the professionals, at least in my book, the format for at least the online component between the professionals and Twister is the same. So I would be inclined to call Eros the European server champions at the moment. Raid, of course, still the world champions until someone reclaims the Twister offline crown later this year. So much to look forward to. Huge congratulations to Raid, great runners-up, R2K, very tough fought for 3rd place. But biggest congratulations of all, of course, to Vupsi, RG, Last, NG, Vater, Nico, Shock, Karlek, and all the other guys from Aeros. It's been a long time coming for them, and they worked very hard to make this happen. They had a rocky start in the round robin phase, but they've done a really good job, and they brought it back. Now let's see. Oh wow. Okay, well we've got the winners, we've got the tournament winners. They're up. So I don't know how to pronounce some of them because they're in Russian. Oh my goodness me. Let's see, how can I do this? I tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna... Now, this is some next level strategy going on right here. I've got the winners. I've got the winners from the giveaway on Wargaming's official WoT Blitz YouTube channel, the stream for this stream. The winners. Now, some of these names I can't pronounce. So let's see. Is that everyone? Is that right? I feel like we're missing one name. But what we're going to do, actually, is... Let's just see if I can play this. Can I do this? There we go. It kind of works. There we go. Can you read that? I feel like I need to try that again. Let's see. Well, we've got the winners. And I'm not sure because I don't know if you can read this. But the winners for the A32, it's Quentin CLRN, Tarek Zorlu, Zed World, Aaron Coleman, and Bedo, B-E-D-O. The Type 64 Blue S, Marek Gladkey, Pect, HD Gaming, and then the Cromwell B. There's a name in Russian. I hope that you can read that on the screen. I don't even know where to begin with that one. Then there's Ralph Bush, Rope 91, Oni-san, and Lexus Pro. So huge congratulations to those guys, winners of the giveaway on the official Wargaming stream. Please do leave your nicknames in the comments. And a big shout out to, of course, our lovely Wargaming hero, Oscar Robertson. He puts in a lot of work for us all in terms of the streams and tournaments. Also, a big shout out to Rexy Commandant and Notka as well. They have really been putting in a lot of fantastic work for us. Not accepting platoon requests. I'm sorry. No. I love you, but no. Okay. Let's see. I said I promised Skullcena that I would show his replay. So let's see if we can't but find that one. Now, did he he message it? Okay. Gotta look for that replay. We're just gonna watch that replay very quickly. No, he didn't message it. Oh, okay, this one. There we go. It's a very quick one. It's a very quick one. And mainly because I said that I would. There we go. Put the camera in the corner. Skullsina 1S clan. And he's in the AMX AC48. Tier 8. French TD. Just showing this one. And while we see Skullsina do the business, and apparently this is a good game. Not for ramming reasons. But maybe you should ask Skullsina what he sacrificed to Iron Jesus in order to get these kind of results. Let's just reflect a little bit, because Eros came out third overall in terms of seeding from the round robin phase. Really underdogs coming into this evening's fixtures. First versus R2K and then Raid. Those teams, of course, consistently outperforming them in the latter stages of the tournament. Eros having a very, very tough time of the late phase, the second half of the round robin. Skullsina, no targets on the left flank, pushing in now, looking for targets in the city. It's certainly not camping in a TD. If you don't have targets in front of you, you find targets to put in front of you, and that is exactly what he is doing. And there is an IS-7 IS, just an IS tank. I've been doing too much tier 10 commentary. This is the clear indication here. Now the A45, the FE201. Oh, good lord, he's gone. There we go. Bye. Thanks for playing. Phenomenal. Oh, another big hit, but he's bled a lot of hit points. He's in trouble. He's in a lot of trouble. Oh, good lord, another one. Oh, the red team. Oh dear. Oh my. What's that, 2.5 damage in terms of ammo racks and fire? Just throwing, I don't know what, at RNG. Just absolutely phenomenal. There's an IS-3. I wouldn't try it, mate. I wouldn't try it. 3,800 damage. That's insane. Oh, that's beautiful. 8th man, the random number generator. You get a shot into the RU-251 as well? That would be a little bit mean, or you don't. Oof. That was it was quick. I'm glad we saw that. I'm glad we saw that. That was really good. Oh yeah. I'm missing friend requests. So yes. Very well played to Skullsina. But of course, tremendously well played. What? 68 messages. I'll respond to every single one of them, I promise. If you message me, I will reply to you. I'm going to be up for the next, 5 hours anyway, before I commentate North America. We're going to see Chaos, Reign's Chaos team versus Void Eclipse, and then the winner of that versus Reign's Reign team. North America, that's going to be starting 3 a.m. this evening, tonight, tomorrow morning, Central European Summertime, or 9 p.m. Eastern Time, depending where you are in the world. But basically, just under 5 hours from now. So, what a fantastic professionals tournament we've had on the European server, WoT Blitz. Absolutely phenomenal. It's been close and well contested until the very end. We've had a little bit of controversy, a lot of rivalry, and a lot of really, really good games. And it has been my pleasure to commentate that for you over the last month or so. Absolute blast. Hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have. Just a kind reminder, if for the, let's just put the, just in case, just to cover our bases, just in case. So I hope that you can see the names. Just a reminder, these are the winners. of the giveaway on the Wargaming WoT Blitz official stream. The A32 won by Quentin, CLRN, Tarek Zorlu, Zedworld, Aaron Coleman, Beidou, and then the Type 64 won by Blue S, Marek Gladki, Pecht, HD Gaming. At the Cromwell B, run by, I presume, a lovely person with a Russian name, Ralph Bush, Rope 91, Oni-san, and Alexis Pro. Please do go and write your, if you think that's you, if you think you won, go and confirm your username and server on the comments of that video, and you should get a nice shiny premium tank in your garage very, very soon. Anyways, this is Rolling Swarm. I had a blast. It was fantastic. We've got more action on the North American server coming up very, very soon. Looking forward to seeing you then. Please do like whatever video you're watching right now, and make sure to subscribe to both my channel and the Wargaming official WoT Blitz channel. See you guys. Thank you very much.
And do you see you got me falling in more times than I can get out?